Hello and welcome to the Car Care Nut channel. Folks, the blue box is going away. This box was, I'm just gonna go out and say, this was my first very expensive box. And this is a box where we started the channel with. I'll put a small clip here of the very first video we made. This was the background for a long time when I used to film in my house's garage. This was it. This was the face of the channel. But it has come time to move on, because just like many things in life, life moves on and we have to move on with things. We can't just cling to things. It's a very emotional moment for me every time I think that this toolbox will go away. And I really contemplated hard, why don't I just keep it and move it to my house's garage and just keep it there as a memory. But I don't know about you, these things are expensive. That's a pretty expensive memory. Be more realistic. This box has been through a lot. This box didn't see its first heavy professional use until we opened the shop 3 years ago. It's a beautiful box. This is, in case you are not familiar with Snap-on boxes, this is a 73-inch or 72-inch Master Series Snap-on toolbox. This is basically the mid-grade. They have the lower grade, which is a classic. Don't get me wrong, they're still beautiful, but the lesser version of this is a classic, and then the upper one that is higher than this series is the Epic. Here's a problem in my shop. Let's start with this. This was my toolbox. As a mechanic, just a technician, this was more than enough. I had everything here, life's great. Maybe I have a few little carts on the side and that's about it. But as a shop owner, you have to buy a lot of special tools, things for the shop, not just for me, for everybody. So I ended up buying this Husky. One of my technicians actually had one of these boxes. He doesn't have it anymore. It's a great box. For the price, I mean, it works. It's not going to be with tools and everything, special tools, but we ran out of space very quickly. And diagnostic center was the worst idea ever. I don't think it's a good idea. I bought this a long time ago. I used it as a toolbox. It was also full. I needed to put everything that I have in one place. So my tools are scattered all over the shop. There's a cabinet there, cabinet here, a little shelf there. I don't want that. I paid a lot for these tools. I cherish them. I want them in one place. So as we kind of go through a somber moment, saying goodbye to the blue box, because it is getting picked up Monday, today is Thursday, by the Snap-on dealer, let's start a new era of the Car Care Nut channel with the giant Mr. Snap-on, Mr. Big toolbox. Folks, I just gotta say one thing. I am very excited for this toolbox. When we ordered it, nervous, this thing's expensive, and a little embarrassed. I just feel like it's too much, too excessive, and I worried that we went a little overboard, but we didn't, because this toolbox is actually almost full. Let's give you a quick tour of this toolbox. This is called a Mr. Big toolbox. So this whole thing from here all the way to here without the tops is one toolbox. Mr. Big, very proud of it. It's the biggest. I think they have one more version that is a little bit longer. Not pretty toolboxes, you guys probably know better watching toolbox videos, but on top of it, there is a stainless steel top with a power top, so it has these LEDs here. This one actually came with a stainless top, even though we didn't order it, but we had to take it off because we put this chest. Now, the first question you're going to ask is, how are you to reach that? Step ladder, flat out. Obviously, you're going to put tools here that you're not going to use every single day, but you want them stored away and safe. This entire box is full except these two and these two. Simply because these short drawers, they're useless, Snap-on, flat out. These bigger drawers, very nice. These tiny ones, useless. You'll see that. Then we have this hutch. Now the lights we have here, they're just temporary lights just so you guys can see it. I ordered a hutch light, didn't show up, it's on back order, be here in November. And then this is a side locker. I love this toolbox. We custom ordered the colors and the custom little logos showing up. That's how Snap-on is. This is gonna be the new kind of era. Finally, I have my tools, not everything on top of everything, and I have to spend a lot of time just pulling everything out of a drawer to find one thing and put everything back because it's just simply things didn't fit. Let's give you a quick tour of what's inside, folks. Since the last tool update video, a lot have changed. First, we have more technicians in the shop. We're doing bigger jobs. We're doing a lot more things, and as time passes, you start buying better special tools and better things. So things have dramatically changed from the last toolbox tour. I started for the first time my entire career. I never bought a full set of Snap-on something. I started because I see the value in them. They're very expensive, but they're kind of the last tool you ever buy type deal. Definitely not for DIYers. Let's start the tour. The top drawer, although I have two of them, this is all sockets. This is actually my old daily driver, and I'll talk about that in a moment. This is specific sockets to service Toyotas, not random stuff. Specific. Everything you need, except this one is actually a Mercedes-Benz, like the lug nut. I used to own an S-Class, and that was for it. Just kept it there for memory. Basically, some quarter-inch stuff. It's mixed in, quarter-inch. I haven't really fully arranged it. This was the newest set that I acquired. So this is 3/8 metric, short, semi-deep, and deep. These are amazing, very expensive. I'm still trying to justify how expensive they are, but they're amazing. Flank drive is great. This is my old OG set. This is the old school stuff. One of them is a Husky, which hasn't skipped a beat yet. And kind of a mix and match of things. This is something I never got into them because they were too expensive, like the chrome swivel. But you know what? They've saved the day a few times. And now the confession time. This set I also bought. I haven't used it once. Not once yet. There'll come a time. But this one I have used. That's why the cover is off of it. This is an old set I have. There's some random sockets here, and I'm slowly working on it, clearing this up because I want to put my standard stuff. Every once in a while, you're going to use some standard stuff. But that is the top drawer. This is the other top drawer. This is kind of the extension of things. These are also new acquisition. Love these stubbies. Really like these. I use these actually a lot. For the longest time, folks, and this is another confession, I spent my entire career with this one, which you see how beat up it is. This one, which is made by Titan. This one, which is made by Matco. And toward the end, I bought this one. That's it. And for 1/2 inch, I have this one and another one I'll show you in a bit. Tools don't make your job, you make it. But tools do sure make things easier. The more you have, the more variety you have, the more you'll be able to. There's a collection of every single kind of extension. This is kind of the overflow. Then this is a Tecton set. I really like this set. We actually use it a lot, not just me, everybody in the shop, because it has every single possible configuration of hex, torques, screwdriver you can ever think of. This is my original digital 1/2 inch torque wrench. I think this is 2010. It's when I bought this. This is the one that I upgraded. I actually sold it to one of my guys and upgraded to the newer one. And this is the latest acquisition. I just couldn't help it. I had to. Oh, look at this thing. I haven't even put the battery in it yet. It's a 1/4 inch torque wrench. You don't use it a lot, but when you do, like that it is a nice one. Then we move to the next one. Wrench thrower. You notice the very shiny new set. Folks, this is a bucket list item. I'm just gonna flat out say it. I have never owned nice wrenches. Flat out. I spent my entire career with this set and this set. Then things got really nice when I bought this one. And then eventually this one. Never had a nice set. This is the only Snap-on wrenches I owned, the flare wrenches. And I've only used 2 of them. The rest have never been touched. So this was a bucket list item of mine. These are the giant set in foam, comes with standard and metric, and the day I got these I actually used half of these standards on an old Land Cruiser. That was a pretty cool thing. This set, just a swivel head long one, awesome. It's by Gear Wrench. This is another set by Gear Wrench. This is the big one. I actually have the small one. These are really thin, Matco, I believe these are Matco, and this is just another set that was on sale and couldn't help it. So this is the same. Then the second wrench drawer, this is kind of the extension stuff. This is my original set. I don't know why I bought the second set, but I have two of them. And then this is some new additions. These, initially I looked at them and I'm like, they actually do come in handy. So it gives you a lot of leverage in tight spaces to break something loose, which is really nice. And they are snap-on, they grip really well. This, I just bought this for the debate because some folks think these are a gimmick. I actually think they work. Not for everything, but they're soft handle wrenches. They work. This is the Gear Wrench set. I actually recommend you get this if you're a DIYer. It's not expensive, it saves. It's really good. Then we got some random Craftsman wrenches. These apparently are becoming collectible, I guess, or however you want to call it, because they don't make them like this anymore. Now you get the cheapo ones. Some random wrenches, these tiny baby ones. Who remembers these? They're actual wrenches, folks. They're not a toy. But some hex stuff. Then we move to the next one. The plier drawer. I need to work on this one. I think I can stand them up is better, but now at least they're not everything in a tiny little drawer on top of each other. I can actually access things, which is nice. This one is a screwdriver and kind of screwdriver drawer. I don't know how to call it. This is a new set. I got it on a deal, and I actually own one of these sets, but half of it is destroyed and missing. This is a bigger set. This one is a pick set. I really like this set because I'm liking this foam. Looks very, very nice. These are small picks, some seal picks, and then small precision, but smaller screwdrivers and some Torx that we will never use. And then these long. These actually had for a long time. They were buried behind something. That's the best part. They were buried behind something, and I never realized that I had them. I bought another one. It's okay. Then, just for good measure, another. You can never have enough picks as a mechanic. This is my original set that I bought too long ago. These are hose picks. Some files, because the only files I see, you'll see them in a bit. This is also a very old Mac set. T-handles. Some feeler gauges. I used to have just one of these. These were on sale, and we use them enough where it makes sense. This is the newest acquisition. This is like a long kind of trim tool. It really helps, especially this very long one. I use it a lot, which is really nice. This is just an old snap-on set and an Irwin. Like Irwin. Here, oh, that's the same drawer we just opened. This one is, I'm gonna call it a walk down memory lane. This is a set I bought a long time ago from Mac Tools, I believe, and I've done. I mean, half of them are broken. This one is broken on order. This one is broken on order, and I think this one is also broken on order. I say this is a nostalgic drawer because I don't really use a lot of these. I use the snap-on stuff. It is better. This is a very dear collection of mine, and I do use this a lot. A viewer actually gifted me this, and I treasure it. And sorry, viewer, if you're watching one of these screwdrivers. Yep, here we go. I bent this one. Sorry, Tecton. I guess your screwdriver is not pry bar. Found that out. This is my original punch and chisel set. Craftsman, they're actually really good. I don't know why I don't use them still, but I don't. That's just how this goes. This is my original snap-on screwdriver set. What survived of it. I think I gifted two of these to a customer, meaning I lost them in a car or something. That happens. Some random screwdrivers and whatnot, but it's a Mercedes tool to pull I bought it to work on one family member's car, and there it sits. Here's my original file set, which I believe Matco. Work great, but I think they're a little worn out. Useless tool. Thank you. Sorry for the folks who made it, probably useless. This is the new junk drawer that slowly is getting filled up, but haven't really worked on this. This is the interior tools, and I know I have another set, but I don't know where it is in the shop. We'll find it and put it there. This is clean tools. Clean sockets for like interior work. Clean bits. This is by Vessel Tools. This is actually like a Japanese standard. Really good on some old Toyotas because they use a lot. This is my original Snap-on like trim tools, which I never use. And this, I don't know who makes this. Somebody, but they're very good. And you know that they have, they have seen better days. That's all I will say. Back here. This is the random drawer number 1. So pedal depressor, you got some hammers. This is my other ratchet that I used my entire career. Company called Titan. I heard they went out of business or changed the name. They're great. This is the newest tool. Kind of put a wrench, you can put it on it and it gives you more leverage. That's pretty cool. And this is the original Toyota CV boot clamp crimper. Very cool tool. Some original Craftsman pry bars, which there's nothing wrong with them. This is my original set, which you notice is missing a lot because either lost, broken, never replaced. So a while back I actually bought another set. This one I'm kind of being better about it, less careless, I guess. I'll be honest, I was a little careless about that. Then here we have some specialty tools. This is my coolant tester. I believe these 3 look exactly the same, and I always have to look. One of them is a ratcheting bit set, which I really like this one. I recently got this on a sale. Very cool. Can never have enough of these. This is a ratchet. It's pretty cool. I like that. Then this, I believe, is the biggest waste of money. Yes, no, not this one. This is for rounded off hexes. It works. I'll give them that. It works. I feel like they didn't make that. This one is the biggest waste of money. The extractor set that never works. Never works, only on the ad. And I know who actually makes this. I don't think it's Mac Tools. Never works. Don't waste your money. Then there's some here's my original torque wrench, click, 1/4 inch. I think we're gonna try to trade this in because it's just gonna sit here forever. I won't use it again. This one is kind of diagnostic / special tool. This is a very, very special tool. If you have an old school Toyota transfer case, this is how you install the seal. Vacuum set, stethoscope, some glasses, thermometer. This we bought it is just a shop supplies. These are my old feeler gauges, which I still use them actually. I bought the fancy one and still using the old one. Isn't that something? We already did this one. This one is kind of special tools-ish. This is a spindle rethread kit. Best part is, this is all mechanics will do, especially when if you work on one brand. This entire giant set, I have only used this one. Should I have known that, I would have only bought this one. I've never touched any of these. I think this one I lent to a technician to use on another car or whatever, but I've only used this one. It's actually completely worn off. I keep forgetting to tell the Snap-on dealer to warranty it for us. But yeah, if you work with Toyota, don't buy this set. This is some extractors. This one, I have no idea what it is and when I bought it, but it's here, brand new, never been used. It's just, that happens sometimes. This one is very used. This one is a inner tie rod tool. Awesome. This works great. This is the newest acquisition, which I am really not happy with it because the old one died. This one is not working very well. Yeah, this is a refrigerant detector. I mean, I literally see the stain of oil in front of me as we talk. I put that to it, doesn't pick it up. So yeah, it's a big paperweight. Sorry, Robin Air. Usually make good stuff with that. Terrible. This is actually the dye detector. Next to it, some random chain wrench, fan clutch, cam tool, oil filter cutter. This is mostly for the guys to access. I want to spread it out so they can just grab what they need and go. Especially chain wrench, I don't want them all to buy their own when it's here. Can save their money for something else. I already have it. This is puller / I need more pullers. That's what this drawer is telling us. My original Craftsman puller set, the useless tool. This never works. Supposed to put it on a hub and push, never works. This is really good. Somebody designed this. This is for newer style Toyota fuel pumps. And this is for the older stuff. This is the best battery charger. That will shock you how not expensive it is. The minute you see this name, you just added a 0 to the number. But no, this battery charger, it's obviously professional grade, $200 and something. Amazing. It's the best charger I've ever seen. Flat out. That's all I'm going to say. We've had this for a while now. Big drawer. This one is, yeah. I honestly have no idea what this is and why it's here and what it is. I think this is a fuel gauge set. I think we needed one in a cringe, and I just bought the first one that can arrive tomorrow on Amazon, and here it sits. There's a lot of tools here. One of them is this one. Very prized possession. Thank you very much, Toyota. This little thing is a special tool to calibrate radar sensors. Very, very expensive for no reason. Now I can never figure out how it sits in this box. There we go. But guard this with our... Here's another useless tool. Literally used it once and it happens. This one, oh, we've already done this one. This is the junk drawer. We all have one. This is a work in progress. You see the type of junk, this is what I mean junk drawer. License plate for my Tundra, front one. A Century mirror, an air vacuum that, yeah, this is like ancient stuff. Some canceled license or prototype TCCN license plate covers, which didn't work out. Just, yeah, terrible. Yeah, random stuff. Let's move on from this one to this one. This is engine stuff. This is a little, that's why I put it all the way down. Like piston ring compressors, bore gauges, block tester. This is actually for an AC machine. Some sanding paper, some plastic gauge. We keep the extras here. This is a tool to hold an engine. Timing light, because we do work on old stuff. Actually, we use that quite a bit. Works very well. We already did this one. Let's cross over here. This is kinda my diagnostic, like quick tools that I use for diags. Tapes, could never have more tapes. Boroscope, this is my fourth one, I think. We just keep going through these. This lockout kit, thermal imager, and this is to actually calibrate like cameras and whatnot. We use a laser to line things up. This is the calibration for that, for the cameras on the windshield, and this is for the 360 camera. And a very important special tool, a coat hanger. That's, yeah, you love our coat hangers here. This one is kind of the, yeah, moving on. The mess drawer. This one is shop drawer. So this one I actually use just to hold stuff. You got washers, clips, washers, all kinds of stuff for the shop. And this one is, I wonder why a mechanic has this. Seat heaters, this is how you attach them to the seats. Not fun, but in case you're replacing a seat heater alone, that's what you use. This is when we enter disaster corner. This is the air hammer drawer, and I actually have more bits that I'm going to bring here. Just put those charger in the back. This is the air hammer drawer. Not fun. But what is not fun even more is this drawer. Whenever you see us open this drawer, things are not going well. Drill bits, rethreading kits, grinding kits. Yeah, this is not a happy drawer. This is my original turbo sockets. Never worked well the day I got them, and just this is the worst purchase ever. You know, everywhere I go, I see grip edge, grip edge, grip edge. Let's just keep them honest. I don't take sponsors. I just say my humble opinion. Grip edge. If you're watching this, probably not. The very first time I used your tool, love the drill bits. They're really good. That's the only reason I have them. Still haven't thrown it out. The very first time I used it, this broke. And the second time, it was twisting up. On another one, it was started to break. I'm like, it is, in my opinion, there isn't, if you live in the Midwest, especially with rusty stuff, there's not a single extractor that works. That just works on the advertisement, or if you live in Florida and cross-threaded a bolt, maybe. But the only way that works is drill and tap and die. That's the only way that works. However, I've been experimenting with this thing. It's a Milwaukee drill bit, but it's like a threader on it. So you just drill the hole, you drill a few pilots, and then run this. It'll open it up and make thread. It actually works really good. It's by Milwaukee. You just gotta be careful not to go overboard, because you can crack stuff. This is another special tool drawer. There's a lot of random stuff here. Actually, my micrometers are here, because that's the only drawer they would fit in. And this is a cheapo set of tap and dies that we bought, big sizes. It actually worked great. I gotta say, it works, but because they're huge sizes. This is my HVAC gauges and some chassis ears. We use this a lot, and just some random stuff. This is a very important tool. This is the official Toyota tool to clean sunroof drains. So you basically push this thing through the sunroof drain and keep pushing it until, because this has like a little auger, and you can start turning it as you go. I don't remember exactly how you make it turn, but you can make it turn. That's how this works. I usually just end up getting a mechanic's way, where it works better, but we have the tool for the job. Then, this is the locker. A little bit of a mess, work in progress. So I guess they call this the power drawer. I elected to have it here instead of in the box. Just, I feel like it's, I wish I didn't get it. I feel like it's useless, honestly, because these two, it's one of these things. Because I noticed the gleaming absence of everything else. I just put my stuff in a cart, and that's, Scan tools right here. This is our newest scan tool. This drawer has kind of a collection of special tools. Battery jumper. It's called a Venom. It heats up things like induction heater or whatever you call it. The best thing ever made by Snap-on. This is a evap smoke machine tester. It's not just a smoke machine, it's a tester as well, which is very cool. If you own a shop or work in the automotive industry, that thing is priceless to own, honestly. This is another special tool drawer. So, cylinder leak down, compression tester, we use these a lot. This is a snap ring set I recently bought. They're okay. This one, of course, impact screwdriver, although we don't use it a lot, but it's pretty good. This is the junk drawer, or current work in progress. See, this used to be my entire junk drawer back in the old box. These are all my standard chrome sockets, which I never used. Just put them in the Ziploc bag. Eventually, we'll work them in. But I would like to eventually get all this mess organized like this. It just makes life easier. Or use that one junk drawer. And this one, that's, if you're into Milwaukee lately, everyone has that. It just, sometimes it's cheaper to buy, like on a deal, the impact, the battery, and the charger than just to buy the tool alone. So Inflator, I don't know why I bought that, but just, I mean, we have air right there for emergencies. It's nice. This is a OTC hub grappler, which we have used it for anything but its intended purpose. We use it for the press. I moved it here. It was next to the press. I still have a couple things by the press that I want to eventually get here, but we're kind of filling up on space, as you notice. Then we move on to the tool chest, which, if you'll excuse me, because I am short. Yeah, that's how you, in case you ever see this and wonder, well, how do you get to the top drawer? That's nothing about it. Nothing wrong with that. Well, these drawers, I don't have to. This is electrical diag center. I love this set. This is a like a pin terminal test tool kit, super cheap from Amazon, because certain tools just don't have to be super expensive and fancy. This is the best thing I ever bought, flat out, for electrical diag, because that's all we need. This is the second best electrical thing that I bought. Power probe is amazing. This is useless. I bought this to replace this. You notice that this is brand new, and this is, yeah, terrible. Great. It's my opinion. This is a something I acquired recently. It's a remote tester, so you see if your like fob is working or not. This is a continuation of electrical diag drawer. So this is actually a tool to test, I believe, four-wheel drive stuff. These are some new pliers I got to pull connectors, some wires, my soldering iron, some more wires, electrical tape, and this is a relay test kit. It's very cool by Lyle. It actually works really good. And I think, okay, this is like random stuff. The coolest tool in the world that is actually useless. Let's just open it up. Sorry, vessel. We were so excited for this, but it's useless. Truth have to be said, in a professional environment, it's useless. So this is a ratchet, just a normal ratchet. It's electric. Isn't that the coolest thing in the planet? Except it has no power at all. I mean, you literally just have the tiniest bit of resistance, it just stops. Works, again, this is one of those tools that works great in a video. It looks like the best tool you'll ever buy until you buy it and it's like, it doesn't work very well. This is a aftermarket lug nut. I really dislike these, but we have no choice. Some folks will show up and they don't have their lug key, and how do we service their car? So we ended up buying this. This is a Toyota official wheel lock kit. You have to be a shop to buy this, and yeah, we have this one. This is a short open circuit finder, really good. I love this. This works really good. It's just a heat gun. Over here is a continuation of the electrical drawer. I have some test leads. These are Toyota official airbag testers. So you can plug this instead of an airbag to see if your wiring is good. This simulates an airbag. Very dangerous. Don't do this to fix an airbag light. You can use those to test. This is my original. I tried so hard to replace this, but it's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna keep this. This is my original multimeter when I immigrated to the US. This is the wrong meter for our industry. Highly inaccurate for cars, because the idea is you could just do this, put it on top of the battery, and you can see the amperage. Highly inaccurate. Probably for electricians, not for cars, but yeah, that was a mistake purchase. And this is the second mistake purchase. This sounded like such a great deal. So you have this little tool that you can put it on a fuse, and it'll tell you how much that fuse is drawing. You just put it like that, it'll tell you how much that fuse is drawing. Except when I actually tested it versus a multimeter, which is the most accurate thing, it was completely inaccurate. Which basically renders this tool a very nice space filler. I don't buy tools because they look cool. I buy tools because they work. Noid lights, OTC, they work great. Don't need to be more complicated than that. And now that I've gotten taller, this is the brake line drawer. So brake failing tool, some brake lines, some different fittings and whatnot. And then this is my good friend Luke's drawer. These are DIY, kind of, well, I don't want to call it DIY, actually, I hope he succeeds because he's doing a great service. This is an ex-Lexus technician that opened a line of special tools, custom special tools. They're amazing. I'm gonna put his, let's see, this is the name of the company. You can look it up if you're a Toyota technician. Great stuff. The best part about Luke is, first, he's a nice guy on the planet. Second, if you ask him for a tool, he actually can make it. That's pretty cool. Some special tools discontinued or doesn't exist. That's the problem. Then this is the last drawer. This is more engine tools. So direct injector tools. This is actually a noise kit. Valve stem seal tools, more piston compressors, some other very specific engine tools. And then these 4 drawers are empty because first, you can't even reach them. Second, they are very small, and I wish Snap-on would have made, instead of these 2, put one of these here, then it would be actually more useful. Folks, I really like this toolbox, and I just over the moon when it showed up. I'll show you how they got it off the truck. It was very complicated. I'm over the moon with this toolbox because I feel like maybe to average Joe that is not a mechanic, they're gonna see it as excessive, as unnecessary. Why can't you just buy another Husky toolbox? Folks, in the professional trade, you do need a durable toolbox. And I get that. And this is, to me, this is the kind of the achievement of my career. The first is shop, then this. This is, yeah. This is my last toolbox. That's when I think about it. This is my last toolbox. I don't think I'll buy anything else. Maybe I'll add to it. They make like stuff on top and whatnot, but I don't think I'll ever get rid of this. That's it. This is the last toolbox. I will retire after this toolbox. I won't be buying another one. And I just have to take this moment to say one thing. I'm so thankful that first we're able to do what we do. From the channel, help folks, that's the most important thing. In the shop, we fix cars, fix them right, and do the best that we absolutely can. Nobody is perfect, we're far from perfect, but we try our best every day. And I'm thankful for my family that supported me, and team at TCCN who are amazing, they're family to me. And then you guys, because you've watched me from the beginning. I hope the content is helpful and always is, so you guys can find value in it. And you supported us, you've kept watching and stuck with us through thick and thin, and we really appreciate that. But this is a very big moment in my life. Maybe it is not for everyone, but it's a very important moment in my life, and I could not be happier than to share it with you, because we've been through a lot together and we have a lot more coming. So this is, this is the new toolbox. I really, really like it. We custom picked the color with me, Mrs. Karkirnat, and we're really happy with it. The only problem is now you gotta pay for it. It's a different problem. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Moving on. Let's say goodbye one last time for the blue toolbox. The thing is, me and Mr. Karkirnat, we were having a really hard time about this one. I almost want to keep it, and I may. And this is, but I have to be reasonable. I have a big bill to pay for that, and we need everything helps, because what I paid for this toolbox a long time ago, I am literally getting double that in a trade-in, because I guess inflation sometimes works to our, from very rare times that it works to our favor. But yeah, I mean, it's just not sensible. We're not going to just keep a giant toolbox and pay a lot more for that one because of sentimental value. It'll always be there. All the videos are there. I can see it whenever I want. But sitting in my garage, this expensive a toolbox doesn't make sense at the moment. So let's say goodbye to the original toolbox. and let us celebrate together that we have a new toolbox in the channel, in the shop, and I'm really grateful. Folks, thank you so much from the bottom of our heart for watching the channel. I really hope that every video is helpful, whether it's something you learn to do yourself, something you learn about your car, or just common education, something that helps car owners out there, Toyota owners, Lexus owners, do better things with their cars, better decisions and whatnot. But this is a very happy moment for me. It's a bittersweet because we're getting rid of the blue box and moving on to something bigger, but from the bottom of our heart, thank you for watching the channel, folks. I really appreciate it. My family does, and my family at TCCN here also appreciates it. Folks, I hope this video was helpful, informative. I hope you learned something new. If you like it, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. Check out some of my other videos. Until the next video, folks, may the Lord bless you and keep you, and you have yourself a wonderful day.